Sure is quiet.
Yeah, that supercharger is actually an electric motor.
That is quiet. That is a big fan. Sway bars, tie bar. He has various pieces for that. Oil change, low control arms, the teen suspension. Hopefully there's two more of those somewhere. George, there's only two.
Yeah, dealing with the fan.
Oh, okay. And what is this over here? Oh, he's doing inner tie rods too, right?
Yeah, these apparently help you get the tie rods out. He said he didn't know if we had those or not.
So this doesn't appear to be anywhere close. If you look at this bolt right here is supposed to go to this lower control arm, and then these two threaded portions here go to these two holes here, then the outer one for the sway bar. As you see, that's not even close. That's a completely different bar.
It does say the BHR83 is for the EK.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking up, this one here. There's no number on this, it says it's for the front, and it doesn't say what it's for at all, so I'm trying to find it on the old internets here. The packaging looks old, like he's been holding on to these for a while.
Yeah, that sucks, because if it is for an EK, someone sold him it. Obviously it fits EK and EG, right? EJ through EK 96, so it fits everything 2000.
BHF50Z, is that what I have here? BHF50Z, this is for his car.
The front one?
Yeah, Andy is currently offline, but he continues to try and help me. I don't need your help, Andy.
Well,
yeah.
So I've got the wrong parts, can you help?
Yeah, Acura RSX, Type R, Type S, Civic EM, EP, ES, EU. So yeah, this is for...
Okay, the front one will work.
Car, but that back one is not. It's for EK.
Ah. So it kind of sucks because everything that we took off we're having to put back on. The rear sway bar obviously doesn't fit, and the frame brace doesn't fit. And up front, the front sway bar doesn't fit either. The factory sway bar that's on there is jammed up against the header. So there's definitely no way the bigger bar is going to fit. We'll just try to put it up there. So it always sucks to tell the customer, hey, we have to tear your car apart and test fit it and put it back together. So right now, the header is on the sway bar with a lot of tension. Now if we remake this header or change the header, you see we got about 1.25 inch room under the tube, so this could all come down. We could possibly remake that header, but it looks like it might have been made wrong too. You can see the angle of the tube, which sucks. A lot of these headers are like that, and there's actually springs missing. On this slip-on connector, there's one spring there. This one's missing. Alright, so you got the whole knuckle off. What's going on over here?
Lower ball joint. He's got another stock replacement ball joint to put in here.
Did that one feel bad?
It doesn't really, but he wants them replaced. I don't know if he's done them before or if he just knows that they've got 150,000 miles on them.
Yeah. So easiest just to pull the whole thing off,
yeah,
and press it out properly and press the new one back in. So he supplied us the low control arms right here, which are going to replace these. As you see, they have the odd looking bolt right here. Well, they sell a tool for this. This company that supplies you these, unfortunately, doesn't supply that tool. So fortunately, we do have one. This is something we've had in the past. That's what it looks like right there, and that's what fits it. It's like a something like a 12 point. So let's go ahead and take one of these out. I want to make sure it fits this arm, because this counterboard area right here would usually have an Allen bolt to go in there, like a socket head, but there isn't anything in the kit. So we're going to see if that bolt will even fit in here. If not, we can't install them. Unfortunately, that doesn't go in there. That counterbore is a different size, so that isn't going to work, because it has to sit down to that lower surface to actually hold this tight. Through here, it's obviously not going to bite on anything. It's almost the right size to go in there. So I guess we can't install those too. This is actually a good reason why I always tell people to buy the parts and get the install through the same shop. That way, if they buy the wrong parts, you're not stuck with the parts. You buy the parts from them, they install them, you know it's going to work. If not, you don't get the bill for the part. Unfortunately, you shop online, you get a decent deal. you buy the part, it's the wrong part. Often the shop might charge you to take the car apart, to try your part, so you're paying labor twice. We don't do that unless we're pretty involved, like we're taking a lot of parts off. We don't charge you to take your part off and put it back on. Even though it sucks, we're kind of paying for the time, but it's kind of like a two negatives. You already bought the wrong part that doesn't fit, then you're going to get charged to find out it doesn't fit. It's not really fair. But that's a good reason why you should buy the part from the shop. That way you write one check and it's done. If it doesn't work, you don't write the check.
Just pulled that off and noticed that screw. See, it's not seated?
Yeah.
It's seated on the other side. So it's bent.
So how did somebody get that in there?
But it is loose. So
the other one doesn't look too clever either. Is that one loose?
Yeah, they're both loose. But it's bent.
How did you possibly bend that unless you screw it halfway and then hit it with a hammer?
They put it back in bent.
So the ball joint goes in okay, right?
Yeah, ball joint's done.
And it's the right one?
Right enough. It's in.
Well, that's good.
I don't know if they share with other cars or what, so he could order it for something else and it fits.
Yeah, alright, I guess we'll replace that and put our stainless ones in there. Look at the amount of NSCs on everything. Yeah, that's everything. I'm the same way, look at this. Yeah. My back suspension's on, I just need to put the two bolts, the two nuts on the top on both sides. Alright, so the good news, George managed to get the sway bar to fit. He actually adjusted the end links a little bit and managed to get this away from the header. It's close. I mean, I can get my fingernail in there, which before you couldn't, it was resting. So at least we got the sway bar in that he wanted. And we hate to disappoint people, you know, someone fills their trunk full of parts, you don't want to send them home with the same parts. Because, you know, that's not exciting. People want to be excited. You know, it's like Christmas. If you get up Christmas morning, there's nothing there. Christmas isn't that cool anymore. It's suddenly just a day. I'm sure people love my analogies.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got analogies for days. So, this is his modification muffler. He had like a slip thingy in there, whatever that's called.
It's a clamp.
A clamp. We'll call it a slip thingy for technical reasons.
It kind of is. It's a round clamp. It goes all the way around.
This was almost touching this sway bar, but of course in the future when he gets his sway bar figured out, it's going to be thicker. So this is actually moved back about an inch from where it was, hence an inch right here, which is about here. This finger has been calibrated to exactly 1 inch. We just verified it. So this is going to be cut, lengthened, so this flange will work. This will be welded. We'll take this thingy out of here. This was his tip. First off, it's huge. I know NVIDIA are proud of their tips and their name, but this thing is massive. I mean, it looks, you know.
It might still go back on there. We don't know yet.
Yeah, if this goes back on, I'm gonna edit this out. But what he really wants is a double tip. And problem is, when you get a double tip, you know, it starts off as a single. By the time it splits and comes out, you know, it's 6 feet long. They could make a little bit more noise. You need to have a filming light flashing.
Yeah.
So we're just using these mock-up tips right now.
Yeah. You might be able to make that work. You just gotta get it sucked in a little more.
Yeah, we're trying to lose some length here by pulling those tips in. These are about where the last one was, which is a little bit too high. Doesn't look too bad on the ground, but when you start looking down like this,
oh no, that other one was like 3 inches longer than this.
it suddenly grows. Yeah, we actually tripped over the tip walking by the car twice.
Yeah, it's like an old Volkswagen with the stinger.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
In fact, I've seen a couple of Miatas where you could actually swing off the tips thing hanging off the bumper. So yeah. George is going to work on that a little bit and see if he can shrink that length down.
Because he did mention he wants double tips because that's what comes on the car.
Yeah, and it fills that pocket. It's oval, and they do fill that pretty well. So he's going to try and do a little bit of creatism and shrink those in and make those fit. If it doesn't work, hey, no big deal. Throw him in the bin. We'll put his tip back on. We'll just shrink that tip down. But this is what he's looking for.
I did.
All right, so we'll come back to this here. And if you're not subscribing, subscribe to that thing. This is called the $1 Million Integra. This is called the cost almost as much as the NSX Integra, or it will never be done Integra, whatever you want to call it.
This is the reason the NSX was sold, so we could fund this project.
Yeah.
And it's cutting it close.
Yeah, soon we're going to have an NSX, but it's going to be red, and it's going to be two-wheel drive. So subscribe to that if you're not watching. This thing is getting cool, it's also getting out of hand, and it's also not getting finished. That was so much better, look at that. That's the two tips that he was looking for. It fits the opening much better. Now we didn't change anything. Just the exhaust tips. Nice. Good deal.
The speedometer went all the way around and to the back side of the zero.
Did it really?
Yeah. Are the wheels off the ground?
Yeah. Now that's bizarre. Oh, you fixed it. That looks like a grounding issue, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Some kind of signal's going crazy. Just did it again. What did you do? Oh, it just does it randomly. There's some wiring issue. Well, I know suspension and sway bars didn't do that. Alright, so this customer dropped this off for some pretty basic parts, but again, it's got to take 100% attention. It's going to get the valve adjustment, plugs. He wants new coils, new serpentine belt, and if we see anything that's rusty or anything that looks, you know, kind of old looking, he wants us to kind of clean it up, which maybe we'll do an engine clean.
Yeah, could use a little detailing.
Yeah, our engine cleaner would actually brighten this up because it gets that kind of corrosion looking on it. And the cover looks, of course, we can redo that. It's got some corrosion under the paint there. We'll address that, see if we can come up with an idea for that. He's kind of give us free rein. He said, these are the things I want, you do whatever you want, which again, we like that because it allows us to be, you know, a little bit creative without getting carried away. I don't want to go crazy on this car and, you know, give him a bill that's like, wow, why did you do that? But we want to make him happy. That's why we do this.
He bought his own valve cover too, right?
I believe he got his own valve cover. He said this valve cover in the trunk. Let's look at that. I think it's going to be a new red one. We'll see what he has, but I think this would clean up nicely. Everything looks pretty much stock under here, so a little bit of LHT TLC will definitely clean that up. It's probably just a factory replacement.
Oh, a list too. That helps.
Oh yeah. Factory replacement red valve cover. These look beautiful, by the way. It's paper. Is it heavy duty?
Yeah. It's like super paper.
Yeah, you make an airplane out of that when we're done. I'll probably make a really good airplane. VTEC solenoid cover. Brand new red valve cover.
These are nice.
Beautiful. It really is. There's only one bad thing about these valve covers. If you touch it with dirty hands, it will suck the dirt off your finger and stick to the red. You never get it off. So you got to use the medical grade gloves when you put that thing on. That's obviously the last thing that you do on a build. Last thing you do. You want to go over it real quick?
Yeah, there's a valve clearance, adjust if needed, check the timing, change tension or condition, gaskets and seals,
yep.
Replace valve cover what provided, spark plugs, coil packs, serpentine belt, and then save all the parts and put them in the trunk.
Yep.
And then if time permitting, diagnose and fix cruise control, glue on the VTEC solenoid cover, and install a master cylinder brace.
Cruise control, I bet you lunch I know what that is. Before
Block that out on your thing because it's probably in the video.
Yeah, it's too far away, you're not going to see it.
Okay.
Cool. What's in the white box?
I don't know, it doesn't say there's any extra parts. For your next LHT unboxing video.
Oh wow, that's a gift to us. Let's do it.
Is that like a tease for another video? Or?
No, let's just open it. We're not really doing too many of the unboxing videos.
Right. Well,
the handful of people like them.
Unboxing of a white cardboard box with a note on the top.
And that's it. That's the end of the video.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
Which one would you prefer? Top or bottom? Top or bottom?
Top, of course.
Of course. Yeah, so his spark plug cover was pretty rough. So this was like the ultimate challenge for Esther. Which one should we go with? So he's getting a brand new valve cover, so I think this is obviously going to be a big improvement.
Yeah.
This one not only is the letters corroded, if you look at an angle, it's got a gazillion scratches on it, and then the paint is bubbling
at the end
over here. Not really a whole lot we can do to refinish that one.
No.
We do have a way to refinish them, but not when they're that far gone.
We refinish it with a new one.
We'll just replace the whole thing. We already unboxed this, but we figured like you unbox it because you didn't see it.
Oh,
You didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
We don't have a dedicated unboxing video now, so we're just doing it on the fly.
Kawa?
Kawa.
I have never heard of that.
You never heard of Kawa?
No, but I've obviously it's coffee.
have to.
I'm not that much of a connoisseur. I need to be.
I'm actually kind of surprised you haven't heard of it.
What? Look at this little. Look how he did it so nice. And he puts
Look at the 10mm sockets.
I know. Well, because those are probably the ones. Those are the ones you lose all
Yeah,
the time.
that's right.
Like 10mm. And this, look. What is this?
This is his business card.
Designer. Ooh, look at this. This is so neat.
So I think this is obviously something that he does.
And I like how he's totally just built this box specifically for this.
Yeah, I think it's like little gift things that he puts together. I think that might be what it is. Check out his website. If I'm wrong, go ahead and correct in the comments. Where's the backside? Click it over.
Let's see.
It's
Click
the
it.
designer
Well,
branded.
click it. Was it's the computer?
Yeah. There you
Info.
go.
That's his. That's
him
yeah.
right there. So I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Esther is going to try Kawa for the first time.
Yeah.
If we can,
Coffee roasting.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to go check it out.
If we can remember, we'll put it on the channel too. And
We
we'll,
might have an afternoon coffee.
yeah. Let's Google where, actually, hey Siri, where's the nearest Kawa coffee?
I don't know. You might not put this in there.
This is what we do.
The nearest one I see is called Coffee on 9th Avenue North in St. Petersburg.
Ooh, it's in St.
Is that the one you want?
Yes. See,
Okay.
Siri always
I can
finds
call
us.
that location or get directions to it.
How far?
What would you like me to do?
Get directions.
See how far.
This is a free commercial for Apple, by the way.
Getting directions.
If
to
you
call
are looking at this commercial, I am actually looking for an iPhone 11 Pro Max. I'm limping along with a 7.
Whatever.
Shh. I'm trying to get an endorsement.
7. I have
So
a
it's
7.
12 minutes.
Head
Yeah,
south on 46th Street North. Then turn
12
right
minutes.
onto 62nd
Or is
Avenue
that 12
North.
miles?
12 minutes, 4.4 miles.
Oh, okay. That's
Go get
not
it.
bad.
Go get it. You want to go get them? Do you want to go get some?
I'm still drinking my first coffee.
We'll go. George and I are not.
Yeah, we haven't had any coffee yet.
What?
So back to the commercial. Apple, if you're watching this, I'd really like an iPhone 11 Pro Max because you see my little itty bitty cameras.
Or T-Mobile, that John Ledger guy or whatever his name is, the CEO.
Yeah,
If you watch their videos,
we'll give you some free ads. T-Mobile. We'll do it every.
iPhone 12 under the tree.
No, it's not a 12. It's an 11.
well, maybe
11.
Christmas time the 12.
Well,
will be
maybe
out.
the 12 will be out.
Maybe she
Yeah.
has information we don't.
What will happen as soon as I buy the 11,
Santa
the
does.
12 will come out instantly. That's what happens.
That's it.
Because I'm 4 models behind. I'm on a 7. It's now 11.
Yeah.
So if I
got
get
a
an 11.
7. Don't be knocking the 7.
But you're not on the channel very often. I'm peddling their stuff all the time.
Oh, whatever.
So now we're going to do the valve adjustment here, and of course it's going to get a whole new gasket set. The valve cover is brand new, but whenever we take a valve cover off, unless it was just installed yesterday, we always recommend a full gasket kit. You don't want to do this twice. You don't want to save a few bucks reusing a gasket set and have it leak and then pull it all apart again. So a brand new gasket kit every single time. We did wash the engine base, brightened it up a little bit, but we're going to go over and look and see if we can kind of clean it up here and there, make this look a little fresher.
All right, well, this car came in. He had on his list that the cruise control didn't work, and if we had time to fix it, we could. Being computer controlled on an 06 car, I know this light's probably gonna be too bright, but I'll point it over there, and we'll go up in here. It's missing the button on the clutch switch, so we'll go ahead and snap one of those in it, and the cruise control will work again. Well, there's the new button in the clutch pedal. You can see he's already fixed the brake pedal with a penny that's glued to the pedal. So he's had this issue before. But yeah, if your cruise control doesn't work on an 06 up car, it's almost always going to be the button on the clutch pedal.
Nice hat.
It's a bow,
Oh,
and I made it.
it is pretty classy.
It's very classy.
It's rather big.
You know, but it's super lightweight,
You don't feel it?
so it won't like weigh the car down.
Okay.
Really fast.
Unless you have the top down, then it'll probably pull your head off.
Well, if I'm not gonna wear it with the top down,
So what are we doing?
I'm taking your coffee order.
Oh, where are we going?
We're going to the place where they serve coffee.
What's it called?
It's Kawana.
What? Come on, you can remember. What is it called again? You can remember.
I don't know.
Come on, you got it. I'm putting you on the spot. I know you're not used to the name.
I don't know.
Okay, so it depends where you were going. Depends what I want.
No, well, I don't know.
What's
I
it
just
called again?
know that he's got a cola root before.
What is it called?
Kawa.
Kakwaka?
Kawa, right?
Kawa.
It's Wawa without.
There you go.
Wawa is Wawa with a K. Kawa.
Totally put you on the spot.
I remembered.
All right, so for me, just anything vanilla-ish, sweetish, foo-foo-ish,
Do you want like sugar-free or like full-on sugar?
sugar-free.
Sugar-free. Okay, so
Yeah, I'm trying to
I'll
lose
get you the same thing we're
some
gonna get. We're
pounds.
gonna get sugar-free cold brew black.
Okay. Just do whatever you guys do.
Okay.
I'll just join the crowd. I will stand out.
Can I wear this in?
Yeah.
You think I'll fit?
No.
in?
No, you'll
Like,
probably get thrown out.
Excuse me. Okay.
They wouldn't let you in
I got it.
Starbucks with that hat. I know that.
They would love me in Starbucks.
No, unless you have a white iPhone, some white glasses, listening to some kind of music that nobody else has heard of, nor can they get, and you order coffee that nobody else has heard of. That's Starbucks. Oh yeah. I just wanted to show you before it's finished, but look how nice that valve cover is. That thing is unbelievable. You know what? We have a brand new JDM one for the Integra, and I was debating whether to use it or to put like a powder coated one on, but there's something about that factory red. You just cannot replicate it. It is unbelievable.
We have a valve cover out for the Integra, right?
Yeah, we have the red one.
Well, we have the one coming back.
Oh, we have one that's getting powder coated, but yeah, it's just, it's hard to disagree. That isn't the best.
That's when we make the choice. We got to get that powder coated one back and then put them both up there.
And then do a poll and then wait for my video
we'll
to come
do a
out.
poll and we'll just say, hey, you know, put it in the comments which one you should put on, but we'll already have made the decision.
Put a decision. This is the one that you're getting. I don't know. That does look unbelievable. Okay, and this one is done. A few little things that you're not going to notice unless I point them out. This is a little bit cleaner. That hose is replaced. It actually has the factory hose now. You remember it had a thick black one with a clamp on each end. The obviously spark plug center piece is now mint. Nice LHT Allen bolts holding that in. And of course we pressure washed the engine bay, so it's now much cleaner. He actually requested one of our master cylinder braces, which if you're not familiar with that, you can look around and find a bit of information on that. It does make a big difference. It is 100% made in the USA. We do not outsource that at all to overseas manufacturers. So this one is done, and that valve cover looks beautiful. There's no denying that is probably one of the nicest valve covers there is. Success?
Success.
Wow, what did you get? Everything cold brew? Nice.
Yes.
What is that called? Kawawa?
Sippy cups?
Sippy cups.
Alright, when I do this, is it going to offset the balance?
It's okay, I got it. I haven't even drank mine, so
Nice.
cheers to
So
Monday
cheers.
coffee.
Yeah, let's put a cheers together. Ready?
Cheers to Monday coffee.
Cheers.
You know, you're supposed to drink on cheers, right, George?
No.
You're supposed to actually drink.
You don't say cheers and walk away and go home.
No, you don't just like
You're supposed to sip.
sit there and
It's
hold.
like holding your hand out for a shake
That's
and then
good.
not doing it.
Pretty good.
Good, George?
Very nice.
Little do you know, this took up the entire gift card.
Yeah.
That it didn't.
Is it pretty cheap?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was like $10 for all three of these. So
Was it really?
you can't change the ounce.
That's it, small and medium.
That's it.
Awesome. Thank you, Esther, for going to get this. I know it was
Thank
about
you.
4.5 miles away.
Thank you.
And thank Black S2000 for getting us the gift card. That's very nice. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And look how
awesome.
beautiful his car is. Look
It
at
looks
that.
amazing.
All right, so something a little different today for you BMW fans. This is getting a couple of little things, so I'm going to introduce the owner. He's going to tell you about it because I don't know BMWs. I just know that this is a special model and it has carbon fiber everywhere.